So just as promised, I told y'all that I was going to bring y'all back to the beginning. Standing behind me right here is the leasing office. It's the leasing office to the apartments that I grew up in, man. Smith Creek. It's now called Aurora. They changed it. But I remember as a kid, me and my best friend, man, we came up here to the leasing center once because we was trying to make some money. We was trying to make some money for a playground. And they still don't got a playground right now. We was like, we'll pick up trash for free to raise money so that we can have us a playground in these apartments, man. We was so ambitious as kids. I'm gonna walk around to this front right here and just show y'all what it looked like. It's so nostalgic for me, man. Knocking on these doors, playing knock knock run, man. I even almost got beat up over here. Real talk, man. Can you believe it? Somebody tried to beat the play up, man. Look. Yeah, man. Leasing office right behind me. So nostalgic. Getting ready to walk up on the exact apartment that I stayed in, man. This is the beginning. This is the beginning. Almost there. We stayed in apartment or building 9. And the reason why these apartments was called Smith Creek is because it actually got a creek behind it. I don't know if you can see that back there. Yeah. But it's actually a creek behind there. Okay? They got it fenced off now, but back in the day it wasn't no fences. And I almost got my ass whooped. Well, I did get my ass whooped for going back there one time. Me and my little brother, when we wasn't supposed to go. But we love playing in the creek, man. This is the exact balcony I grew up in. Bro, the exact balcony. The first time I ever found out that Daddy Longlegs existed. Big ass spiders. Real talk. And I'm also show y'all my hideout place for the day that I was about to get jumped. I'm gonna show y'all right now. Right here. It was the bottom right one. The bottom right one. Your girl almost got jumped. Okay? I was in that hideout. They was trying to push me out before my time. I'm like, bro, I'm scared. I'm a lover, not a fighter. For real. So this little boy named Dylan, man, stayed somewhere over there. He stayed somewhere over there, man. And the boy was mannish, alright? The boy was mannish. He was trying to get with the play, and I wasn't about all of that. So yeah, he scheduled a beat up for me. Everybody was walking around these apartments trying to find me, bro. And I was ducked out in these twins' house. And later, I would meet those twins at a basketball game and found out that basketball just wasn't for me. The exact creek, y'all. The exact creek. Woo! Can y'all believe we actually went down there? And this little cat almost trying to push me over, bro. But yeah, we went down there. We used to play down there, everything. For real. And I hope y'all enjoyed going back down on memory lane with me. Tap in. Let me tell you something. It ain't never the wrong time to go back. It ain't never the wrong time to go back and just relish in the good days and to be grateful for where you are now. So this has been my special Smith Creek Apartments, led better, bred better. Next time I'm gonna show y'all Thomas Told. I was bred better. Till next time.
It's the one and only DJ Malone, man. Chicago 77.3, the best place to be at on any day. Really, how you guys doing out there? I'm the one and only DJ Malone. Now today, man, you guys know I love interviewing people who are just on the grind and people who I just want to talk to, man. And this next woman I got, she coming on, she's really been on her grind, man. I really dope as hell. Dope artistry. And she coming from Dallas, man. So play Simone, what's going on?
What's good, DJ Malone?
How you feeling?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, man. Blessed and highly favored and everything, man. So last time we talked, we were on the Illinois Fleet DJ conference, man. And I wanted to just expand are talking, man. Cause we had a good vibe and everything else like that. So talk to my people and my listeners. Who is Play Simone?
So Play Simone is just a girl. I go by Simone. It's funny how I got the name Play. I am a singer-songwriter based out of Dallas, Texas. I was born and raised in Oak Cliff. I'm also signed to my own independent label, that's Time Out Entertainment. My vocation and what I do for my 9 to 5, I am a nurse. Okay. I'm also a mother. I'm a friend. I'm a daughter. I'm a believer. And I'm a dreamer above all things. And so I'm just out here doing what I got to do in order to inspire that same hope in other people.
That's real. I like that, man. So let's go into a time machine real quick. How long has music been in your life?
Man, music's been in my life ever since I was a kid. Like, my mom used to write poems all the time. She also was a singer herself, but she also used to write poems all the time. And because of her natural love for music, it just kind of, spilled over to me. I have a lot of people in my family who are musically inclined as well. And so I just started taking her poems and started trying to sing them and write music ever since I was like a little kid. You know what I mean? Okay. In school, I was always interested in anything that had to do with the arts. I tap danced, I did ballet, I was a majorette, so it's just been in my blood.
Okay. So entertainment's kind of always been there.
It has.
So now you're coming into everything, when did you know that this music thing was something that you really wanted to take full time?
I think that when I first did my first show when I was 16 years old, I put on my own show. I had dancers. I used to call myself trying to choreography and I did the choreography to the whole show set. I had dancers. It was so fun at that time because I even hosted a whole tryout event, and to see how many people showed up back then was wild. But you want to know what that determining factor for me was? It was every time I started to do it, it always seemed like adversity would come. You know what I'm talking about? Like, every time I would step out there and I would do it, it seemed like stuff would get harder in my family, in my personal life. Seemed like things would start, going down. So once I realized what was happening, I was like, you know what, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, because every time I go that way, it's always some type of fight. And that's not to say that it'll always be that way, but sometimes that's the determining factor.
And a lot of times, I'm glad you point that out there. A lot of times, some people when the tough get going, they get going. And sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes you have to go through these tough trials and tribulation cycles in order to get there, and it crafts you into the person that you are today.
That is so true.
So now coming into it, describe your sound. Describe how is your sound. Like I listen to you and I think you're dope as hell. But describe to my listeners your sound.
I would say that my style is very indie. It's very raw. It's very soulful, and it's definitely truthful. My music definitely comes from a genuine place. So I try to put into my music things that I've went through personally, and also ideals that has helped me to get through those things. And so I would just say that my style is genuine, it's straightforward, it's soulful, it's light, it's airy, and it's playful.
I like that, man. I think what it is that I like your vocabulary. You like especially when you spit, like, cause I'm a real big person on the ear. So when I hear you, I can tell that you have a really large vocabulary, and that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
It is. And you want to know what's funny about that? I don't even know. I don't even know where it comes from. I think that's like that inner genius. It's so funny because Me and my manager, we would laugh about this because sometimes I would use a word that I probably ain't used in a long time, and it would come up, and then I would carry to Google and look it up and be like, wait a minute, was that the right word? And I'm like, it was the right word. You
Yeah.
know, my grandfather used to read the dictionary from front to back.
See, and so growing up, was that like in a way, like when I was younger, the dictionary was like more of a punishment. So it's like if you got in trouble, you had to write out the word and write out the definition of the word and all that. So was the dictionary kind of like an instrumental tool when you were growing up?
Well, I would say that I would read the dictionary. It wasn't necessarily used as a disciplinary tactic, but one thing that helped me was listening, listening to my mom. She's very astute herself. And anytime I would use a word, she would always be like, spell it. Okay, now tell me what it means. You know what I'm talking about? Like she was like, don't ever use a word you don't know what it means. And so
Yeah.
that kind of helped me.
That's a, you know what? That's great advice because a lot of these people don't know how to spell today. And, you know, if we're going on that method, they probably wouldn't have anything to say at all. So now I do like the fact that you're a nurse and like, how do you balance? And I know that, you know, we all have different hats in the world, but how do you balance play Simone and then being a nurse? How do you balance the two?
Well, I would tell you that in that aspect, it was definitely a journey. Me becoming a nurse was definitely purposeful. Once I had my daughter, I had to figure out what I could do. In order to support us, in order to support my family, that would bring in a more immediate return. And because nursing is still within my capacity, right? Just like music is, I love people. I love to be around people. I love to, just, what I'm saying, just communicate with people. It definitely works for me. Now, as far as like figuring out how to balance the two, it definitely came with trial and error. I had to find the right place. I had to find the right time. I had to find, sometimes you can work a job that takes so much out of you that by the time you get home, you have no
Yeah.
energy to put towards anything else other than that.
Yeah.
And so what has worked for me recently is traveling with it. Now I travel. So I'm not necessarily bound to one facility. It's like I'm just here and there. So I don't necessarily carry so much weight as an employee who is actually stationary in the building. So it works.
Yeah. Okay. Do you ever think, and this is more like a deep question, but do you ever think that parallel line will come in and say you have to choose either or? You ever think that will come into play one day?
Oh, definitely. I remember when I was in Iowa, that was my second travel job. I came across this guy at a shop that was in the mall. And he told me, he told me he was a business owner. And he told me, he said, one day you're going to have to choose. He said, one day you're going to get to a crossroad and you're going to have to choose what's going to get most of your attention. And with that advice, I started to become more intentional with my finances and started to become more intentional in that arena so I can be prepared for that day versus it just coming up and I'm like, dang, I gotta choose because I still gotta support my family. So
I like how realistic that you are with that because a lot of people just think, um, I've been doing this. I took that leap of faith maybe 8 to 9 years ago. And I had like, jobs like the radio and different stuff. But as far as like a traditional 9 to 5, it's been 8 to 9 years by now. And
right.
it's scary because it's like, okay, well, what happens if I don't fail? But then it's like that inner person in me said, this has to work then. There is no other option. So
Right.
I like the fact that you're going about it and you're progressing yourself to that point. And then whenever that point does happen, you're like, okay, well, that leap of faith will be a lot more easier versus to you just diving in there.
Most definitely, most definitely, most definitely. And then you know what? I don't think that we're supposed to just relinquish everything that we've learned in those times of our life where we had to do something different, right? Everything is so pertinent to the person that we are becoming. You know what I'm talking about? Like like John being a doctor, or I think I'm Luke being a doctor. It wasn't like he just stopped being a doctor just because he was called to a higher level of ministry. You know what I'm saying? Those things were still relevant. What he learned in that arena was relevant. The discipline, you know what I'm talking about, the compassion, and all of those things are relevant. So yeah, for sure.
So what projects do you have going on right now?
So right now I'm working on Colorblind. I'm still heavily focused on that song. I'm focused on pushing that song, acquiring a booking agent so we can do more bookings and have more press behind that song. I'm also working on Mind Your Business. We're working on the video and the photo shoot for Mind Your Business as well, which will be the second release. We're actually focusing on right now re-releasing Colorblind. And so in a minute it'll be stripped down and I'll get ready to re-release it again. And it'll be the track will be just slightly different, because I wanted to add another element for a whole nother listening audience. I wanted to more so target some poetry in that track as well. And then I'm also working on a compilation series with Colorblind. And so what that's gonna entail is different artists coming on either on the first or the second verse, just coming on and talking about their ideas as far as racial prejudice is concerned. And so I'm just gonna keep flipping it. I'm gonna keep turning Colorblind. I'm just gonna keep turning it and just, a DJ, what's his name? The one that's always on every track. I can't remember his name right now. DJ Khaled, if you will. I'm just gonna keep recreating Colorblind so I can keep getting some fresh perspectives about that song.
How important, and I guess let me rephrase that. How passionate are you about Colorblind? Because it seems like this has been kind of like the baby of everything.
Man, I'm so passionate about it. Not only because it's my first solo project, it's also a project that I funded solely by myself. But also I just feel like how that song was deposited to me. I don't think that any song that I've gotten hasn't come from just a divine place, but just how that song came to me in the middle of the night. I'm not really a news watcher. I don't really watch news. I try to stay away from all of that type of stuff. But it's just how that song came to me. I felt like it was just the best initial meeting for Play Simone. And it's so dear to me because I know that it's going to help the climate of the world shift in a positive direction. And that's why that song is special to me.
Yeah. Now, we've been playing it here on Chicago 77.3. It's been in rotation since we did the original Illinois call. And
right.
I've gotten a lot of great responses from people. Like, it's very refreshing, very soulful. It makes you think and it grabs you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So with that being said, where do you hope to take it in the next few quarters from now? Where do you hope to see Colorblind?
Okay, I really hope, I was listening to it the other day and I was like, you know what, this will be. I was listening to a mix that was playing on K104. It's a popular station here in Dallas, Texas. And I was like, how he was mixing the next song, it almost sounded like the intro to Colorblind. So I was like, I would definitely love it to be on the radio. But what I really want in the next quarters is I want it to be sync licensed on All American. You know that show on Netflix?
Yeah.
I really want to try to get Colorblind some sync licensing opportunities that are on some of those shows on Netflix that are just really heavily focused on that part of humanity. And I feel like it will do really well. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's dope. I mean, it's not. I think it could fit. It could fit in a lot of places. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I definitely think you should keep pushing the record, and it's refreshing to see that. See, a lot of artists, they'll just boom, 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 boom. They'll just throw out something and then go on to the next. I like the fact that you kind of went in the traditional route and really push a song through to where you couldn't push it, to where you can't push it anymore. So I like the fact that you're doing that.
Yes, and all of that is just coming by way of taking the advice that I've been given from some people that I know that just want to see me win, you know, and so they like, don't move on to the next. You don't want to confuse your audience. You know, you don't want to be focused on things that nobody would care about right now. And sometimes it'd be hard to hear that type of advice, but it's true. Some people know Play Simone, but not enough people know Play Simone, and not hardly the amount of people that will. And so I do heavily need to focus on that song. It still has so many places that it needs to go before I move on.
Yeah. Okay. As far as anything else, any other projects coming up? Christmas is coming around the corner. What's any Halloween, Thanksgiving, anything for the holidays?
Well, no, but it is a holiday tomorrow. Not only did I just hear it was Columbus Day, but it's a real one's birthday. Okay, so my birthday is
Okay.
tomorrow, and that's definitely a holiday. Yeah.
Oh yeah, turn up one time. That's what I'm talking about, man. Oh yeah. So what you
And then
doing?
I don't even know. I think I'm just gonna probably have a family day during the daytime, and then I might get out. I got a favorite restaurant out here I like to go to called Moxie, so I might go there and spoil myself a little bit.
Okay.
But other than that, I just had a performance yesterday. It was Friday. It was Friday at DTX Unplugged. It's a very hot spot out here in Dallas that serves independent artists. And so I was there. And then after that, I'll be getting ready to take off on another nursing assignment in just a few days. And so while I'm out there, I'm gonna be doing some vocal training, you know, and stuff like that. And that's what I got coming up.
Okay, that's dope, man. Well, I don't know if you know, but I moved to Houston, so I'm in Houston. So, let's connect, man. Let's connect them dots and everything like that, man.
Oh, definitely. Listen, this will be so fun to do, you know, in person, and we can
Oh
schmuck
yeah.
bang and have a live interview session. You know, you just 6 hours away, so we got to definitely make that happen.
Oh yeah, man. We definitely will, man. And like I said, I'm gonna be up there for Dallas for the Fleet DJ thing, the Fleet DJ Texas conference. So I'll get you the information, and we'll definitely link and everything.
Okay, and I wouldn't miss that for the world. So I'm definitely gonna be there.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Where can the people find you? They're everywhere.
Most certainly. Listen, y'all, I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in to this segment. You can definitely find me on Instagram at Play Simone. That's PlaySimonee. You can find me on Facebook at Play Simone, PlaySimonE. Just one E. And then definitely go check out that video on YouTube, Play Simone Colorblind. It's available right now. It's also available for streaming on all. It's also available for streaming on all platforms. So definitely cop that, enjoy that, play that, and share that.
Make sure you guys, man, stay in tune and Play Simone. We're definitely going to be keeping her in rotation here on Chicago 77.3. And, DJs, anybody want to book her, man, she's a really, really cool person, man. I really like her. She's dope. And I like dope people. So it is what it is. So
much love, DJ Malone.
So before you go, I'm going to ask you to do 2 drops for me. And the 2 drops that I'm going to ask is, this is Play Simone, and I'm rocking with Chicago 77.3.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is Play Simone, and I'm rocking with Chicago 77.3.
Yeah, it is. The next one is, this is Play Simone, and I'm rocking with DJ Malone.
Hey, what's up? This Play Simone, and I'm rocking with DJ Malone. Play that.
It rhymes. Make sure you guys lock it in, man. Play Simone. It's Colorblind. I'm really excited and ecstatic, man. I'm really happy for all the success that you've been getting and what you're going to get. And I do believe that you're keep that same energy, baby girl. I promise you, man. People love good vibes, man. And you got a talent too. So keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much, and I received that.
Definitely, man. Chicago 77.3. DJ Malone, we out. Wow.